Hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Rough Justice 84. This is a new game that we're having a look at today, and how could I not look at it? Listen to the music, look at this splash, this whole theme. It screams everything that Scarlett likes, and I'm sure a chunk of my audience does too. As far as what the game actually is, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe a resource management meets visual novel, gritty police procedural set in the 80s. It's not super screamingly clear what it is, but it's got me curious. So let's have a look together. Oh, okay. SCPD graduation day. Oh, okay.
We came up together.
DeLord Super Cop.
Jim was a rising star.
Big old Jim,
he took
eh?
me along for the ride.
Yeah.
Corruption in the department was an open secret.
Oh, when isn't it?
No way Jim was going to let it slide.
Not
Jim kept
Jim.
me on the straight and narrow. They can say what they want, but it was a setup. Simple as that.
Innocent dead. SCP.
Honorable cop in Seneca? Jim never stood a chance.
No,
Prison
no.
couldn't have been easy, even for someone like Jim.
Today marks the day as Seneca City is the murder capital of the U.S.
This is so good so
as of
far.
Today, the Seneca Enforcement Act is in effect.
As your new DA, I can promise you this. We will turn the tide.
Oh, look at that hair. Let's go.
Former Super Cop Jim Baylor.
Bring back 80s hair. Jimmy's out. Alright, cool. I mean, it's giving me This Is the Police vibes. A fantastic game. Underrated as anything. Chuck it in a comment. Again, when I mention these games, it helps me a lot. If you want me to cover them, put a comment down.
It's good to see you, Jim.
Because
Sorry
10
for
minutes
the
after I finish
less than
recording it, I'll
frequent
forget what I
visits.
said. It's because you see, so less than frequent visits. Look at this hair. Oh my
People
God.
talk, you know? Can't give them the excuse. Not that I give a damn no more.
Fair enough, Hank.
I should have left after what went down. But life on the force is behind me.
Right.
Independent now.
Independent.
I always talked about.
Our own bureau, maybe. Our own private investigating thing. Say nothing. Don't sweat it, Hank. Putting yourself on the line for me wouldn't have changed a thing. That's right. Yeah, we'll do that. Don't worry about it. He's sort of, you know, he's sheepishly trying to olive branch. Don't sweat it, Hank, mate.
Thanks, buddy. Means a lot.
Mate, time heals many things.
Like I was saying, I'm done with the force.
Yep.
Have been for a while.
All right. What's on the cards now,
As
mate?
soon as they passed the SEA, every clown, ex-cop, ex-fed, ex-whatever was lining up to start their own agency.
Right. The Seneca Enforcement Act, I think, is what it
It's
was.
a real feeding frenzy, I'm telling you.
Right. SEA. What is that?
Seneca Enforcement Act.
Yeah.
Crime rate got out of control after you went down.
Oh, so it's very Gotham-like.
So
right?
much so, they straight up torched the red tape on private agency regulations.
Yeah. Good.
SCPD can't handle it. Or won't. So now it's on the agencies to pick up the slack.
Yeah. Okay.
Work to go around like you wouldn't believe, and carte blanche to lay down the law.
Right.
Bounties, recoveries, security contracts, you name it. With the authority to bring in perps, asset recovery, access to warrants. It's wild, Jim.
It's awesome. You know what? It's a great setup for a video game.
City's going to hell. But all that work? I had to take advantage.
Of course you could, Hank. You're a worker.
But you know as well as anyone, I ain't exactly the calm and rational type.
Wouldn't have it any other way, mate.
Never been much of a diplomat either.
Who'd you rub the wrong way, Hank? Oh, I think I know where this is going, Hank. Whose feathers did you ruffle? Yeah, let's say that.
Some of the types I had to deal with on agency biz really bent me out of shape.
I'll say, like, it's early, obviously, but, you know, and there's a chance that this is a one-and-done video, just to shout this game out and let you know, but if you find it interesting, like I already do, let me know. We can do more episodes and turn it into a playthrough. But this early on, the writing's solid. The voice acting's good as well, but, like, this is all believable stuff. Like, it's not really going anywhere. It's doing exposition expertly, I will say that, as opposed to the lazy way of writing these days, which is usually literally just dumping shit. But this is great. This is buddies of old. They've managed to bury the hatchet within a minute, and believably as well. Essentially, you know, tough guy to tough guy. You know, hey, sorry I wasn't there. It's okay, champ. Don't worry. You know, and now we're setting up this kind of outlandish setup but in minutes, they've set it up really expertly. But there's actually a lot of nuance to this little bit of writing that we've seen already. Hopefully it carries through.
I maybe torched a few bridges.
He likes saying torched, though. I've known you for long enough to know that this is an idle chit-chat. What's the pitch? Let's go.
You got me. I need you, Jim.
Hey, mate, appreciate the honesty. I just got out, Hank. Can't you clean up your own mess? No. Fine, I'll help you for old time's sake. Yeah, let's do that.
I knew you'd come through.
He's been candid, and I've got to do something.
Like I said, bridges burned, yada yada yada.
That's all right, mate.
Long and short of it is, some big jobs fell through, and I'm short on rent for the office this month.
How short are we talking, Big Hank?
Short, but it doesn't matter. I've got a thing or two lined up.
Now, not just to glow about this, but like the illusion of choice, we talk about this all the time. You know, maybe just let me click through it like it's a PowerPoint. Don't give me one option and say nothing. That's weak, right? So as much as I like this writing, I don't like the choice system very much at the moment.
When they hear Jim Baylor's calling the shots, they'll eat it up.
Calling the shots, eh?
Your name's clean now. Client don't like me, but with your face on the agency, that changes things.
Or maybe I've got a rep myself. Super
You
cop
pull
gone
off a few
bad.
jobs that restores trust. You know.
All right. This is a one-time thing, Hank, for old time's sake, and sticking your neck out during the trial. I mean, let's say it. Let's lean in. The one thing I will say is that there's the sparring. This is giving my character something to say, and it helps put us in the mindset of the character. Like, it seems that he is reluctant to help Hank, but drawn to do it because of favors. But honestly, you would have been better off just having a picture of my dude over here and having a back and forth dialogue, as opposed to this clicking a choice falsity. I don't know what
Penny
else.
and Larry keep the lights on.
Illusion.
They deserve better, but don't tell them that. The place would fall apart without their support.
Anyone who can put up with your nonsense is a special kind of person, Hank. I don't want to say that, unless that space be playful.
True though that may be, who can say no to this face?
Apparently not me.
Anyways, this
Yeah,
is
so
the
say
agency.
nothing or one
Not much
option.
to look
That's
at, I know, but
you shouldn't
like I
have that
said,
in here.
It's a fixer-upper. In order to accept cases,
Oh, here we
you
go.
need to talk to case officers in the agency.
right.
Cases are tied to caseloads. A caseload consists of several cases.
Yeah, fair
Case
enough.
officers can give you caseloads, which consist of individual cases that need to be completed.
Probably stop saying case.
All right, let's get the ball rolling here. Accept your first caseload.
Right. Do you understand the difference between case and caseload? Because I don't, even though they said it 10,000 times. There are many different case types, including security repossession, moonlighting. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Caseload is composed of a number of cases that you need to complete in a limited time. Right, so it's a campaign. It's a mini campaign. Sure. Time to accept. Caseload. Do I just click on Hank and accept? Okay. Oh, I love the neon pink. Let's go. It just makes me want to play Vice City, even though that's kind of more edge of 70s. Oh, is it? Actually, no. No. It was well and truly screaming through the 80s. Vice City. How could you get that wrong, Scarlett? Oh, maybe it's time for me to play it again. These are your current funds. $250. Oh, no. First need to hire an agent. Click the agent screen. Okay. Oh, oh my god. This is a sensory overload. Yes. Agents are bread and butter of the agency. Each has their unique bio, stats, inventory, and potential traits. Agents are busy people, and your agency isn't the only one in town. As freelancers, they have the opportunity to work when and where they want. Therefore, the agent pool is dynamic, right? As freelancers, they have the opportunity to work when and where they want. Therefore, okay, right. So the agents are on a contractor basis, so it's by job. When hiring new agents, presently available agents are shown. This pool is refreshed regularly. Okay. Agents are freelance operatives, and they're only employed on a temporary basis. They are available in the agency from the potential hiring pool. Wait, did you just double text me then? I think so. Oh, whoops. Well, it's an indie game. This UI is great. It's readable. Look, here's all their skills. Agents of different tiers. Usually the higher tier agents have better stats. Right now, only tier 1s are available. Action points are like stamina. Each action requires a different amount of action points. A stat roll is used when an agent is attempting to overcome an obstacle. Stats are determine the number of dice an agent has available for roll. Okay, right. They have 2 gear slots. More can be purchased. You can access the bio section. Right, now do they level up under my watch, or I wonder? Alright, stop asking questions, Scarlet. Each agent has a different pay rate. Once hired, they're added to your roster. Their shift will end once their action points are depleted. Rates per agent scale according to their level. High level, high pay. Based on the first caseload, Agent Angela Bates seems to have the best stats. Right, okay, hire them, but whatever, we're not your mum. Well, I'll take your advice. Angela Bates. She's got some empathy, perception, strength, right? 15 stamina. She got a bio. I don't need no man, just a paycheck. Let's go. Oh, who's this down here? Blondie. Oh my god. Let's go. Oh wow. Let's read it. Let's do it. I'm enjoying this too much. Angela was born with something to prove. She was raised in a large middle-class family in a close suburb to Seneca. She was driven by a hunger to excel and so served as a special agent in the Army CID during the Vietnam War. After 2 tours, she returned home and started freelancing as a PI. Angela has never married, but much to the chagrin of her family, and chose her career and personal freedom over family. Angela excels at blending into situations that make the average person uncomfortable, whether out of naivety or certainty only Angie knows. All right, let's hire her. Done. Click, hire. You want to hire this agent? Cool. Oh, I'm out of money. This agent's now in your roster. I don't need no man. This is great. The music is so good. Look at the cityscape. All right, let's just hope. Now, if the game's shit, right? So let's see how it goes. Agent has been added to your roster. You can unlock additional agent slots here. These are permanent upgrades, but don't worry about this now. Okay, that's fine. Main menu, you can save and load it. Exiting the game is also done in the menu. Yeah. Toggleable feature gives you an overview of the case. Shows you progress of time. All the time's ticking by. Contracts are time-based, so maintaining an overall overview of the elapsed time is essential. Move the map around. Ah, okay. Oh, I'm going for a drive. Oh, look at this. The ward, Franklin Terrace, Little Italy. This is great. And then you can rotate. Oh, you can cycle through. All right. Shit, now what? Okay, case overview. You're just going to throw me straight in, are you, game? Oh, so they're the case points, are they? What's the question mark? Reward -2 stars. I don't know what that means. Bowling bouncer. There's a bowling competition coming up, and extra security is required. All right, let's do that.
Best agent on the security detail.
Security cases typically involve the safekeeping of objects or individuals. Each case has a tier, which impacts the difficulty of the stat roll. Right. Cases offer multiple rewards, including money, reputation, XP. Yeah, okay, cool. Yep, got it. The case info gives you some important clues. Read the case information to determine which stats are required. Okay. Once a case is open, you can determine which agent is best suited. Alright? Select an agent from the roster. Amount of action points required to send an agent determines by the distance to the case. Bust some heads and a keen eye. Well, she's got 1 strength and 2 perception. What if I click you and go start case?
Rolling out.
Oh, she's all the way over here. You can pause, continue, or fast forward at any time. Time is automatically paused when a panel is open. Okay. Boom.
I heard
Boom,
that
boom,
some
boom,
big
boom.
investors are looking to back the casino.
Oh, really? Interesting. This game, man. Come on.
Location.
Alright, oh shit, pause. We've gone ahead and paused time for this first decision to make things easier. Thank you, game. Once an agent reaches their destination, you'll have a limited time to advise them on how to proceed. Take too long, and your agent will automatically fail. Select the agent on the map overview. Okay. Decision time. Choose the best course of action based on their stat. Mouse over each option. Right? Here we go. Emotions are running high at the competition. The $5,000 cash prize for the winning team probably has something to do with it. As the night progresses, the winners are announced. An altercation breaks out at the judges' stand. Apparently, the prize money has gone missing and someone is running for the door. This likely requires decisive action from Agent Bates. Tackle the thief. Go after the thief right now. Strength. Stay where you are and ensure the security of everyone else. Maintain post. Look, she's got good perception. I'm going to go with maintain post. The dice roll mechanic for security cases is referred to as a 4 and up. Right. This means that a 4, 5, or 6 is required for a success, so it's 50-50, right? Number of successes required is shown here on this screen. Tier 1 cases always have the same difficulty. 3 times 3 success. Tier 2 requires 4, etc. In this case, 3 dice with the result of 4, 5, or 6 are required to succeed. Right. Here you can see the number of available dice. So I've only got 2 dice. Angela Bates' perception value of 2, which means she has 2 dice roll. To increase the success chance, you can use gear. Select a gear card with associated value. Only gear cards that a specific stat association will grant additional dice. Right. Okay. Don't have enough dice for the re-roll, for the required roll, no problem. You can use your agent's action points to gain additional dice. Action point cost per dice is exponentially greater for each additional die used. Select roll to begin. Right, so that's for strength, my flashlight, and that's reflexes, scanner. So I can't use either of them. 1, 2, that's not an exponent game. 1, 2, and 3. But that's okay, I'll take it. Critical success, success, failure, critical failure. 3 times success. Oh, so maybe that counts. Yeah, so you can do it on 2 dice, but only if it's 6s. All right, let's go. Oh, critical success. If you have a 4, 5, or 6, drag and drop the dice into here. Not bad. A critical success is one of life's more memorable moments. Now choose from the card options. Go on, you earned it. Ah. After the dice are slotted, you can re-roll them if there are any remaining. Here you can see how many re-rolls you have left. Oh, you get re-rolls. Once completed, click here to conclude stat. Okay, right. So action points, experience, or a die. How about just XP? That probably sounds right. Okay, so we slot them like so, and that counts as a success. Okay, I can get around this. This is the contract resolution text. Read it or not, we're not going to judge you. Contract successful. Agent Bates remains at the entrance, checking tickets and organising patrols around the perimeter. Occasionally, they glare at the hoodlums across the parking lot. One may have gotten away with the winnings, but their actions dissuade further aggravation. Okay, well, fair enough. Apparently that's a success. Here you can see the rewards or penalties based on the outcome. Plus XP, plus loyalty. Ah.
Contract successfully completed.
Yeah, I think so. Very good. Make sure to keep an eye on your agent's action points. If they get too low, they won't be able to do much. Right, you can always end an agent's shift prematurely, sending them off and freeing an agent slot. Alright, so you've got them as long as you've got action points. That's what dictates the shift.
This is boring. I don't like just hanging around.
Yeah, shit. The game won't slow down. I can press spacebar. When an agent's action points get to 0, they head back to the agency and end their shift. They'll eventually be added back to the hiring pool, and you'll be able to hire them again. Okay. Have a bit of understanding, they're not robots. Agents need to recharge those batteries and go to the video rental store, iron their parachute pants. They have a life too, you know. Have a bit of R&R, they'll become available again in Agent Pool. I like this. This is cool. It's not too complex, but it's going to be resource management. So I believe before long we'll be having to spin lots of plates. it'll become overwhelming. That's usually where the difficulty is in a game like this. For the next case, you might want to send your agent to one of the shops to buy some gear. Click on a shop. Oh, okay. Shops specialize in certain types of gear. The same gear may be found at a different shop for a different price. It pays to shop around. Shop inventory is refreshed regularly. Through case officer reputation upgrades, additional gear tiers can be unlocked. High tier gear item can be more expensive, but durability and effectiveness increase. Do they keep their gear forever? Oh look, they lose action points as they travel. Interesting. Each gear card can be associated with a specific stat or a puzzle bonus. By using the card, the stat value is temporarily increased. Gear cards have a limited number of uses before they are removed from an agent's inventory. High tier gear cards usually have increased durability. Okay. Select a gear card and then send your agent to the shop. Well, okay. Can I see her current gear? See, she's already got gear. More slots can be purchased to hold more inventory. I mean, I suppose something for intelligence would be good. Walkie-talkie. Select an agent to go to the shop. Done. Buy gear. Doesn't have a free slot. Yeah, see... Can I just exit game? Is this going to break your tutorial?
We're going to need some security personnel.
The annual Vial Pharmaceuticals Gala is coming up. We need your assistance. This is our international... Thing is, our international clients like to party hard, and we don't like to stop them. We need an agent with decorum, one with a keen eye. Decorum would be more empathy, I would say, right? Things may get out of hand, but I'm sure one of your agents can babysit a few corporate types. All right, let's send Angie. Let's go.
Heading out now.
This music is cracked.
I've arrived.
All right. The gala is in full swing, but some guests are making a scene at the bar. As more guests line up or get in, Agent Bates knows something fishy about the luggage being unloaded. Should probably check it out. De-escalate with empathy or man the scanner. Manage the guests. There's press at the event. Check for illegal contraband being unloaded from the buses. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a cop. Perception. De-escalate. Let's try de-escalate. Rolls left 3. So if I go... Smart. Look at that. Clever cookie. Agent Bates does their best to mingle with the troublesome guests at the bar and even gets them dancing when the big band strikes up on Vial's lawn. The whole event seems to have been a roaring success and clearly a triumph, with Rupert Nitti, the event's organiser, when Rupert Nitti hauls Agent Bates on stage, dancing wildly to improv from the band. Rupert is proud and will continue working with your agency. Let's go. Good work, Batesy. Angie. Got some XP.
Contract done.
Contract done. Agent leveled up. Hang on a sec. What's this above your head? What should I do? How do I level you up? Well, here we go. Leveled up. More tier points available. All right. Available tier points, 1. Right, so I could increase some of these stats, hey? Now, do we want to go flat? Or do we want to lean into certain things? I don't know. Let's go flat for the moment. The reset tier button reverts all stats, action points, and trait upgrades. Oh, is it free? No. Okay, that's cool. So we can make specialists, we can respec. This is great. Okay, cool. Alright, Batesy.
We need your support on this security contract.
Ross Santiago of the Seneca City Police. Reputation will increase? Yeah, good. The wannabe big shot congressman candidate Thomas Boyer is in town for the day and we need someone to babysit him. He's requested additional security to inflate his larger-than-life ego. If you ask me, your agent will be eye candy and nothing more. Should be an easy payday though, am I right? Send over an agent who's got some muscle or has some smarts. We're a bit low on both. Sorry, Angie. Truth's the truth. Let's start the case. Now what happens? She's gonna rock up with no action points left, I think. No, ×2. The 14th ward. Oh man.
I'm here.
Okay. Before meeting the mayor, babysitter bodyguard. Boyer complains of stomach cramps and hurries to the bathroom. When he's still not back, Agent Bates goes to look for him and finds him down the back alley stuck behind a shutter. What's he doing down there? We'll have to wait. Boyer needs a quick exit if they're going to keep their appointment. And this door looks like it won't budge easily. Open the shutter. A short run and a firm shoulder might do it. Break him out. Let's go, because I know I've got this. So let's contribute the flashlight. Yeah. So that's 2 dice. Let's chuck 1 in there. Alright, okay. She's got 1 more action point. Oh, I can't afford another thing. Beautiful. Let's go. Success. Buddy Angie earning her dollars. Agent Bates charges the door to no avail. They try again and again. Even Boyer tells them not to hurt themselves. I understand that them in the plurality because you're gonna, this could just as easily have been a male character. But because this is why you gotta be careful with using them in general, because you have 2 different characters in this sentence that are both being referred to as them, which is actually a faux pas in English, right? And it's confusing. But I guess it's part of it, I suppose. I wonder why they're putting them on the mayoral candidate, Boyer. I think maybe it's possible. Well, Agent Bates would be interchangeable, right? So it could be a he or a she. If we picked a different agent. Boyer might be an interchangeable character as well. Like, Boyer might actually be a procedural character. That's why they're putting a they against them also. It's just really interesting. And a kind of a good example of why you got to be careful using words like that, because it can fuck with the syntax of the English language. Your agent is left nursing their shoulder. Oh wait, and Boyer hurries out the back to the mayor's office without even a thank you. Broke him out? Cool. Nursing their shoulder and staring at the remains of whatever Boyer ate for lunch. Oh my god. Later when they head back to the airport, the entourage leaves without your agent. Oh, what did I do wrong? I mean, I got the rep and all that. I guess they were just...
how much longer I can keep my eyes open.
I guess they're just douchebags. So, can I tell her to go back to the office? Manually? Accept any caseload. Okay, yeah. End shift. Yeah, so we could end her shift. Prudent Patriot. Oh, look at this. Let's go. Holster. Baton. Handcuffs. Sniffer. There you go, let's
Consider it done.
get that, that'll do. This is the 80s, there's no same day delivery. Your agents will have to put the pedal to the metal and hoof it in order to pick up gear. Yeah, I see that. When your agent reaches the shop, the gear is automatically added to their inventory. Okay, so we've resumed the tutorial, and now she's going home, it looks like. Now try to complete the caseload. Yeah, it looks like she automatically is resting, which is fine. All right, and so she leaves, and then we have to hire on a new agent. Oh, look at this, and we got a new set. MJ, Bella. Oh wow, Blonde. How do I not hire Blondie? So they've all got different energy levels. Gear *2, bio. Oh, this is unreal. Okay, well, can I? Oh, you could refresh for money as well. So you work. This is actually a really awesome way to handle working with freelance employees. I don't think I've seen something like this ever implemented in a video game. You know, just ever, not even well or poorly. But this is really well done. So while these guys, we still have to pay and we work with them on a like per day basis, you can become invested in working with them for repeat work, because this is how it works when you work with contractors. The trick is not necessarily the first one-off job just to pay the rent. It's about establishing an ongoing business relationship so the client will favor you in future. And this is really cool. So we can level them up in different areas and, you know, essentially have a favored work arrangement. Now, it'll be interesting to see how many people are in this pool. We've seen some same familiar faces, right? But we got some new ones. The hope is that this pool is humongous. I couldn't see why it wouldn't be. Like, not, you know, it's ultimately just some splash art and a stat line. The limitation is how much of this art did you want to get drawn as a developer? I hope there's like 50 different contractors you can work with, because if you make it too narrow, that will kind of wreck the game. You can min-max it too easily. So that would be one of the limiting factors that I guess we'll see. Anyway, what do we think of this game? This game is fantastic. However, it's going to be tedious and boring for some. I recognize that this sort of resource management thing's not for everyone, but it is dripping with theme, it's oozing with theme, and it absolutely appeals to me for sure. Perhaps a great palate cleanser when you're between more AAA releases, something like that. Anyway, it's been my pleasure to have a look at this. Let me know if you want to see some more. We can do some more episodes. We could potentially stream it. We're bringing back the variety show this year. Or maybe it's a once-off, whatever. Just let me know what you think. Team, we might just leave it there for the time being, and I will catch you guys on the next one.